This is my childhood Game Boy Advance. When I say childhood, I mean I was like 15 and found this with a legit copy of Pokemon Sapphire for like 40 bucks. It was the best deal I've ever had collecting games. This thing's not in the best shape. It's got the remains of a spray paint job that was so horrible that I almost immediately tried to wash it off. And as you can see, I never really got it all off. So I'm currently working on a Professor Oak's challenge video for Pokemon Emerald. I've been using this DS Lite for that video because unlike the original GBA, which has no light at all, this screen has a backlight. I personally like playing on the GBA more because it's a lot more comfortable in my giant fucking hands. The main drawback to this is the fact that because it has no backlight, I pretty much can't play it anywhere but my room where I can light it up with my room lights or one of these big ass lights that realistically I'm not going to use to light my GBA. But today I wanted to fix that issue. Today I'm going to be installing a backlight on this very GBA. But also, I've always wanted that black GBA look ever since I saw the Toys R Us special edition in a really old YouTube video. I'll post it up on screen here. I thought it looked really fucking sick, so I also ordered a black shell for this, and also I had to order a shell anyway because my dumbass couldn't trim a GBA shell without fucking it up. So right now I'm waiting for the parts to arrive, but in the meantime I think I should clean the internals of this thing up so that when I mod it, it runs smoothly. So without further ado, let's open this thing up and see how it looks. So here we have the Game Boy. We're gonna need to just take these batteries out and just... We got one screw there, here, and then we got a regular Phillips head right there that's really small. I think a 00 will do. God damn it, I can't get it out of the case. There we go, it's free. God damn it, I need a smaller one. Get out, you bastard. Okay, there we go, I got the screw to turn. See, sometimes you gotta do stupid shit like this. And we got this little metal shielding. I might need these battery terminals. Alright, so I asked some people in the Game Boy Discord about modding. We don't need this shit. It comes with the shell. These buttons I'm definitely gonna need because, you know, I didn't get any buttons. Got these little handle thing. I think they're meant to be handles. Hey, Scott the Wise, you need to put a video out about this. And then we just disconnect this. This is where you gotta be really fucking careful because, you know, you need the board. And then I need these screws. And then we just lift this board out. That speaker is filthy. We got the D-pad, and that's looking rough. We got the A and B buttons. These actually don't look too bad. The start and select buttons actually look fine, so I don't really need to do anything with those. Look at that, it's like I didn't do anything to it. Oh yeah, and the power switch, that's pretty important. So these are all the parts I've harvested from this Game Boy. All of this is gonna need a good retro brighting. What I'm gonna do first is just stick all these in some alcohol. So first, I really think I should clean these screws up. So I'm just gonna put all these screws in here, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of alcohol in there just to submerge the screws. And it should hopefully get some of the dirt off. Now I'm gonna take these membranes, get those drunk, and these ones I think I'm gonna need to scrub with alcohol. I'm pretty sure when I tried to remove that paint job I used acetone. Yeah, don't try to use acetone to clean plastic. It won't go well. So I'm gonna leave these submerged for about 20 minutes and then come back to it. Okay, so now I need to scrub off these big pieces a bit. Nothing's coming off of that. I'm gonna put the plastic bits in this Tupperware. Now I'm just gonna take some hydrogen peroxide, just stick that in there and submerge it. And I'm just gonna leave this in direct sunlight for a couple hours while I go hang out with my friends. So what I'm doing right now is a process called retro brighting, which basically bleaches plastic, which should make it a lot brighter and prettier. You do this by leaving plastic in hydrogen peroxide in direct sunlight in this case. And I'm going to be leaving it there for a couple hours while I go hang out with friends, and that should be more than enough time to kind of clean up the plastic. Alright, so those have been soaking for like 2 hours. I mean, they kind of look a bit brighter. I'm actually just going to leave those to dry because I got a package. I am struggling. It's hard to do this on camera. Oh. money shot. Oh, right. So we got the black shell. And it comes with a sticker. That's nice. Oh, and it came with screws, a light tube, and I believe it comes with the metal bracket and the battery contact. So it was kind of pointless for me to clean those. And then we got the IPS screen, which I am actually gonna need help installing. So James comes to the rescue because I do not know how to solder and he does. So we got 3 connections on here. We got a solder to this board, and we got an extra wire that's short for some reason. I had James help me out because I've never even touched a soldering iron before, and I don't exactly want to risk destroying my Game Boy. It took about an hour of soldering because James had to switch soldering irons, but we got it in the end and I was ready to move on to the next step. Right, so a huge shout out to James for helping me do that. Why is it that everyone named James is just a mechanical wizard? But anyway, let's get to installing the rest of this mod. We're gonna put that in there. So in the guide I'm following, he puts the D-pad and buttons in before the motherboard, so I'm gonna also do that. Can't forget the membranes. And then we take this little bracket. Maybe the membranes hold that down? So we stick the buttons down, and then we take the ribbon cable. Is this bracket upside down or something? I gotta do some off-screen troubleshooting. Wow. Okay, so sadly I wasn't able to show me assembling the GBA on camera because it was so frustrating. It took me like an hour and I was like fiddling with the wires and stuff. But we have the finished Game Boy that's got a nice rainbow logo, and we have light. So let's put it in a game. Where is my... So we got Pokemon Sapphire. That looks really nice. Yeah, let's do Pokemon Sapphire in DMG green. Looks like it's running a bit low on juice there, isn't it? Yeah, it looks really nice. Now we got one more step to do. Yeah, there we go. That sticker really completes the look. I want to compare this to a DS screen. So this is just a quick comparison between the 2 screens. The screen is a lot brighter. Both of these are on their max brightness setting, but this looks amazing compared to the DS. So I'm really happy with this. It's so satisfying to finally have something like this after years of wanting it. And finally, it's time to get back to Pokemon. If you made it this far, chances are you're a big fan of retro gaming and Pokemon. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more in the future, make sure you subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one. I'm super excited for my upcoming Professor Oak's challenge, and I hope to see you there.